Hey guys, Paperclip here again, playing some more Hearts of Iron 4 as the Soviet Union, where we're currently sending volunteers over to Republican Spain to try and help them become communist as a full country. And I apologize for like the last 5-10 minutes or so of the last episode. I forgot that I still had a hotkey enabled for OBS that if I press F1 it mutes my microphone, which F1 also happens to be the main screen hotkey in Hearts of Iron 4. So yeah, completely muted my mic audio for like the last chunk of the episode. Thankfully, we got through most of the episode. It was only like once I started doing the aviation stuff and then I switched back to the main screen that happened. So I apologize. It's not going to happen again because I took the hotkey out. So let's just keep on going. We're waiting for our volunteers to arrive over here. Not sure exactly when they'll be here. It can't be that long though. Ah, there we go. So we finished the 5-year plan. So let's pick another one. We could do move industry to the Urals, which remove 6, 7, move 6, 11, 12, 13, 14 civilian factories. 15, 16. Adds 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It adds 16. So basically just moves them back further. Which isn't a bad thing, but for now I think I would rather get more military factories because we're not really at risk for that yet, and it doesn't really give us too much of a benefit. But now if we look at construction, we do have extra civilian factories. Now instead of 2 producing this other one, we have 5. So we gain 3 extra. Now every civilian factory you get does not go directly into producing more stuff for you, because 30% of our total number of factories are supposed to produce consumer goods, leaving us with 22 factories where 21 can be used for trade. I don't know where that math comes from, because 30% of 47 is not 22. So I don't know what it means by that. It's kind of, there's something going on there. Because we have 47 civilian factories. Required consumer goods factories is 25. That part makes sense to me. Because we use 2 for trade, which would leave us with 20, which is how many we have using. I don't know why 30% really affects that. Because I don't know. It does something. I don't know what the hell it does, though. Alright, these guys. We're going to go ahead and give them a front line of these 3 provinces. We're going to give them an offensive line of... that's a terrible offensive line. Let's get rid of that. We'll just give you an offensive line of, say, that. Alright, go ahead and move over. I'm going to go down to speed 3 for this, just since there's like actual combat stuff going on here. I'm going to tell them to pretty much instantly move out. Sometimes they suck and they don't, so then you have to manually tell them to move out, which is fine as well. So we're going to let that guy attack him, because while he's being attacked, he can't move. Well, we can just move all around him. There we go. We've gotten all the way up to Burgos, so what we're going to do is we're going to come around with this guy. That guy's going to hold that guy pinned. We might end up losing Burgos because of this, but we'll at least get this guy isolated, and then we can come in and finish him off. See, he had nowhere to run, so he immediately had to surrender. Now there's a factory here, so we want to get that off of him, so that way he can't produce more stuff using that factory. Now they're definitely getting this clinched up here in the north, which is a little unfortunate. Because we want to get Bilbao. we want to isolate this whole thing. By him pushing into the north, he kind of made this a little more difficult for us. Now these things move pretty quick, so we should be able to get over here. I guess we can't get over there and capture him. I definitely thought we'd be able to do that, but okay. Well, we'll definitely win this battle, that's for sure. Actually, our numbers are going down. You know what? Get the hell out of that battle. Whatever. Alright, now that he only has one troop there, now go fight him. We're definitely going to win that battle. Still increasing our number. So while this is green, it means you're winning the battle. When it goes yellow, it means it's about a tie. And when it goes red, it means you are losing the battle. What I'm going to do with one of these guys is pull him back. So that way we still have somebody here defending this. Alright, there we go. So let's get one guy over here to this airfield so we can get that airfield away from them. Alright, awesome. And let's send more guys over into here. Alright, he wants to try and get over to this province, so we're gonna hurry up and defend that province. He might be able to get us with the number of troops he has there. We can hold that off for a little bit though. Ah, see, our numbers going up now, so that's good because we're starting to get entrenchment. The longer you sit somewhere, the more of a bonus you get for entrenchment and stuff like that. And we're not really getting a planning bonus right now because we're manually controlling this, but I think we're doing, you can sometimes do better progress just manually controlling the troops, especially with a small group like this, than you could by letting the AI do it. Like, I just want to get Bilbao, because if I can get, I mean, these guys right now are cut off. Zaragoza is like the only thing they have actually supplying troops to them. So these guys, currently I don't think are getting attrition, but they're not doing well. There we go. We just got Bilbao, so we can go ahead and move these guys into here. Let's move this guy up and then over into here. That way we get attacking from multiple directions. Let's let him get out of that province. Oh no, you're not gonna leave? Okay, fine. We'll just do this then. Now see, now that we've isolated these guys, they're a lot easier to fight. Because they can't really get reinforcements, they can't get resupplied, they can't do a lot of stuff, so Republic in Spain should be able to go through and get these guys killed pretty easily. Our organization is going down. Basically, when you run out of organization, it's like morale. Your guys decide that they shouldn't be attacking that battle anymore. You can't immediately send them right back in, just like I'm doing now. It's probably not the best strategy, but it does help. And as you see, we are gaining more experience here, which means we are slowly going into becoming seasoned. Now, I just want to keep attacking this so they don't reinforce this guy, because I want to be able to win that one. I'm just going to sit here and keep clicking this because of our front line. He's going to keep trying to go other places. I just want him to gain a little bit of organization here. And he just lost organization. I don't know why. Whatever, just go in and attack again. Another thing I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and delete all of the orders here. We're going to get a new front line, say those 4 provinces. We're going to give them an offensive line of that. Now there's only one guy here now, so now we should be able to go in here pretty easily and trounce that guy. And you see, Republican Spain's over here cleaning all this up pretty easily. So that's why we wanted to go for the cutoff, because it makes them a lot weaker. That's also why I'm trying to come up here and get the north, and I'm going to come and try and get the south. And then as we fight these guys in the middle, they're just not going to have supplies to keep this going. So they're slowly getting a little bit of a planning bonus here. I don't know why this guy isn't over here. It would make more sense if we had somebody there as well. Alright, so they're trying to take stuff back from us, but I don't think they're going to be able to. So we're slowly getting a planning bonus over here. 2% each day. I think 20% is quite enough of a planning bonus. We can't attack with these two guys because they're currently being attacked. So when you're being attacked, you can't move. So we can only attack with that guy. But the thing is, if they attack you and then lose and you immediately attack them back, they're considerably weak. Like, you will quite easily be able to push through to them. Now it's a shame I don't have intel on this, considering I'm sending them volunteers. You think I would have intel on their combat, but I don't. So that's a little disappointing, but it is what it is. And you see there, they're slowly cleaning that up. Oh snap. Ah, shit, I haven't been researching something. That's my fault. Because that was maxed out at 30 days, so I probably lost some research there. You don't do that. That's stupid. Oh, one other thing people might not know. This does accumulate, like, research. It'll give you 30 days. Like, if you forget to click it, it'll build up for 30 days that you can instantly apply to something else. That also counts for national focuses. It doesn't say it does, but I've tested it, and it definitely does. At least for now. Okay, so we need another national focus. We're going to go with the extra research slot. Oh, we can't because we need collectivist propaganda first. I think I'd rather go this way. So it's going to be a while before we get the extra research slot. Let's do this for the extra political power. All you guys just going on him. I'm trying to cut off a lot of their supply routes. So if I can get both of these naval ports, they can't get supplies from those things anymore. This is part of the reason why I got a bunch of motorized and mechs over here, because they don't really have any on either side in this war. So I can just kind of like run through and just do stuff like this and isolate their troops. After you're done there, come on in here and help that guy out. This will give us another factory on top of that. And then this guy will have nowhere to run because he's kind of... Even though these look like they're touching, it's only because these things. They're not actually touching. And as you can see, he was just wiped out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and delete this front line. We're going to give us a new front line of over here. And we're going to tell them we want you to push over to there. And we're going to say immediately start going for it. all you guys are going to be applied to that front line as well. And they're going to wait until they get their organization up, which it'll be okay because we haven't really given them a chance to get their organization back up. Now, so far we've taken 4 towns, right? Yeah, 4 towns. We've taken 3 naval bases, we've taken a couple factories, and we're taking at least 3 airports. So we're doing pretty good. Pretty good indeed. You guys go in and help him. You guys go up here. I actually might want those guys just go ahead and rush for that. Because if I can get that and then come in here, I can isolate this entire area. Again, I'm not researching something because I suck. Do I want to do concentrated or do I want to do dispersed? I think our borders are big enough to where if I do concentrated, it's not really going to hurt us that much. It gives you an extra 10% factory output, but you don't get production efficiency retention, which is good when you want to change stuff up, but I don't think I'm going to be changing stuff up too much. We'll do concentrated. We have free military factories. So we're going to go ahead and put another one on that. We finished 1 civilian factory so far, I believe. Now, National of Spain has 90% national unity, so you basically have to take over like all of Spain for him to actually cave, because he's got one down here. He's got, I thought he had one over there. I guess he doesn't. He has this over here. Like, he has a lot of stuff. He has this. Where is it? Doesn't he have stuff over here? I thought he had stuff over here. Never mind. Don't listen to me. He obviously doesn't have stuff over there. I guess by this point in time, everyone that was Spanish colony and all that has already broken free for independence. Both you guys, I would like you to keep pushing straight for those, because he's going to be weak, so he's not going to be able to do much to defend. I'd like to get this like 2 provinces thick, so that way they can't just like cut off our supplies. We'll also get an airport in the process of doing this. Now see, since he just lost, we actually get a little bonus to attacking him. And I'm doing this so he can't come up here and reinforce this, because I don't want him to reinforce that. Because I had one time when I played this where Cornwall was one of the only places they had left. It was a bitch to take that. Like, it was a big pain in the ass to get this. You see, they're trying to take this back like right away. I want to get like this entire coast like completely occupied by us. That way the south is the only place they have ports. And my next plan is to come, once we get like all of this, is to just come all the way around down here and get these. Because once they fall back to the ports, it becomes very difficult to get them out of there. Ugh. We'll also get a non-aggression pact with Republican Spain. So that'll just increase opinion of him, his opinion of us. We can do another research. It's only 36, so I don't want to do any of these. I could do the radio, which would give us more reinforcement rate. Could get the next level of tanks. I think I'll wait because there's a pact that we get with Germany that'll actually increase the rate at which we do tank research. I think we'll do this one. I want to get some air doctrines going because we want to dominate in the air. Because that gives you a bonus to all ground combat. And it's just nice. It's not something you have to manage very much. And it just provides a constant bonus to you. You know, one thing I might want to do, come back around here and get these guys even more isolated, because he's coming in here to take that. That's going to cut them off from any reinforcements. Why is this taking you so long to move? Huh. I don't know why that just took him so long to move. We'll either beat him or challenge him as soon as he gets to that province. Alright, so here we go. I want to get the captain of industry. So that way we can produce these even faster. There we go, we're defending here. And this is only going to get better for us because we'll slowly get more and more entrenched as we're defending here. Now these 3 divisions are just going to be dead. As soon as we get all of these, they're just going to die. I feel like it's zooming in twice. I would like it to be just a little bit zoomed in, but not that much. Oh well, we'll go with this. Stalin Constitution is done. Okay, that gives us a bunch of extra points. We could do positive heroism. We should probably just do the Great Purge now to get the hell out of the way. Now we can do another one of these. I think we'll wait for this. We could get this, which would permanently give us better air stuff. We could get the tank designer. Might not be a bad one. We get the cheap of army. Now let's get the experienced guy. Why not? Make our troops more experienced. It's one of the events that pops up. I probably should have read that. I mean, I've seen it before, but I'm sure some of you guys haven't. So I'll try and make sure to read those in the future instead of just popping through them. Now all those guys got overran. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna move here to here to here to here to down here. Then we're gonna get a front line set up of these 3 provinces with a push over to them. And we're gonna immediately say go and do it. We want to get over there before they get too much reinforcement. As you can see, this is Axis troops. They have, it's really a shame that the flag is so small, but that's the Axis, like Germany. Germany has sent them troops just like we've sent the Communist Party troops. They sent the Fascist Party troops. Let's try and get around them real quick while we're here. Something we could do, we could come around here and do that. It's kind of risky though. It risks us being cut off from the rest of our army, so I'd rather not do it. What's he complaining about? Unable to move to a province. The games are concluded. Yeah, it's pretty much always the same. Basically, the Germans won the majority of the medals, but Jesse Owens from the USA won the most medals as a single participant in the games. Pissed off the Germans a whole bunch because their whole like Aryan supremacy thing and blah 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 didn't seem to pan out as far as the games were concerned. Now we could actually move through Gibraltar, it looks like, but for some reason we can't move through Gibraltar into Cadiz. So that does suck, but it is what it is. Come down and around like this. We'll get that last naval base that'll cut them off from any naval resupplies. No, I really don't want them to take that. So I'm actually going to fall back to back here. Just because I don't want them to get this airbase back. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to delete that one. And we're going to go ahead and reduce this. Let's delete that one as well. Reduce this down to province. You see how they're starting to become like more entrenched down here? This is why I want to get this before they get really entrenched down here, because it's going to be like a couple months probably to take this if we let them get as entrenched as they could. But if we cut off their supplies, all these troops are slowly just going to have attrition, so they're just going to wither away slowly. There's going to be like very little they're going to be able to actually do to prevent any of that from happening. You can see they're trying to cut us off right now. They're trying a similar strategy. We officially have all of the coast of inner Spain though, which is going to help out a lot. Let's go ahead up to here, try and cut off this whole army from this whole army. It looks like we'll be able to do that. Nice. He's going to come back here and try and get that province back. I'm going to fall back there so he can't. Let's come get this factory back. Alright, so let's see. Trial of the anti-Soviet Trotsky Center. Kalini's wife is suspected. He cannot be trusted. Well, let's see who we have currently. As long as it's not Simon or Nikolai, I'm pretty much fine with it. Let's get rid of the communism supporter guy. I don't really care about him. I'm not going to be favoring communism anyway. Quick, let's get back here before he takes that. Perfect. Now let's get over here before he can take that. Haha. No matter where you go. And if we get this, we'll cut off Sevilla from everything else. You see how these guys are just kind of falling apart now that they don't have the resupplies that they need. Now, they probably have a bunch of infrastructure in Sevilla, so they're not going to suffer attrition like they would as if we just cut them off, say, like over here. But they're still going to get attritioned. Trying to prevent that guy from reinforcing anything. See, this will give them a good gap in between that, and then these guys will get cut off as well by us doing this. This will be doubly good for us. You see 25% attrition because they have no supply. And these guys are getting 18% attrition because they have very low supply. Ah, see, they broke back out to the coast. So I want to get down there and try and keep them from doing that. So far, this is going pretty well. Let's just cut all these guys off from like everything. And Spain's almost won their war, but we'll have to wait for next time to see how it all ends. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode, but until then, bye bye.